Hello. I want to go over the vowel sounds that the letter A makes in the English language. So I know that we've talked a lot, first grade, second grade, maybe even kindergarten, probably not. I don't know. I've never taught kindergarten, but we've talked a lot about short A and long A. So as you know, these are our main English vowels: A, E, I, O, and U. And if we say them like we learn the alphabet, A, B, C, D, and those vowels come out, we're saying their name. That's what we say. They say their own name, which is the long vowel sound. We represent that with a symbol that we call a macron. It's Latin. You can call it a straight line. You can call it whatever you want. And so A, E, I, O, U, these are macrons. Those are really messy ones. Sorry, I would never let my children do that. But then we also are familiar with A, E, I, A, E, I, Those are the short vowel sounds. And your children have been taught them, I hope, before I got a hold of them, but I taught them to them too. So we're going to talk today mostly about the A in the English language, because there are other sounds that it can make in words besides the long vowel sound and the short vowel sound. And we've done a lot of work, especially with what kinds of combinations of letters in a word can force it to be short or force it to be long. We've done a lot of work with that, and we'll do more. We're not done. But there's a sound in the English language called the schwa sound. And it actually is the most common vowel sound in the English language. It is in prefixes and in unstressed syllables in many multi-syllable words. The schwa does not have a single pronunciation, actually. It is just whenever there's a quick, relaxed, neutral vowel pronunciation. Dictionaries represent the schwa with a single upside down E. The most common schwa sounds vary, though, between a short I, a short E, and a short U. The most common one is the short U. Many words in the English language have the A pronounced with a short U. But every once in a while, you're going to find it as a short I and a short E. Today, we're just going to focus on this, on anything that the A does. And I want to go through like a passage. I'll send you a passage. And I want you to look at, especially in multi-syllable words, because as you know, not every syllable is given equal emphasis. So if we have a word like again, we have two vowels with an A, two A vowels in this word. This one, they're used to the rule of when two vowels go walking, the first one does the talking and the second one is silent. And that would be again, which we don't actually say. We don't pronounce it that way. In England, they do often again, but we don't in America. And so this one is silent, but this one is not again. It doesn't say its name. It's again, again, almost like a short I, again. And it does have a short I sound, but it's really a schwa. But this one also has a schwa here, again, again. They both are so quick and relaxed again. Some people might say, not mark that. They would even just, I don't know. But I think that is the schwa with the short I. The A produces it. So the schwa shows up in a lot of words in different ways. And I just think it'd be good and useful for you and your child to explore and just look at all the words in a passage that have the A in it at all. And just look at each one and think, how is that A produced and how does it end up? So we have this word vitamin, which is a multi-syllable word. Vitamin. The I is long. We put a macron, vi. It's also the stressed syllable, vitamin. And then this one is the second most stressed sound. It's just a short I. So these do very rule-abiding sounds. But in the middle, we say vitamin, vitamin, sounds like a short U, vitamin. And this is the schwa. So we also have, we discussed this in our phonics this week, the wash, this word wash. And we usually call this a special sound. This is a special sound too for our second graders. Wa, but that's not wah, and that's not wash, not wash or wash. It's ah. We call that schwa. Actually, it's more precisely got these little dots. It's the ah sound. We're not even going to talk about that right now. Forget it. Sorry I brought it up. Okay, but we are going to talk about adopt. Sometimes I get going and realize it's something different than I was hoping it would be. So the A in adopt, this is just a regular short O. But the A, we don't say adopt and we don't say adopt. This is a schwa. We have a lot of other words like watch. But we have another tricky thing that we have the R, W, L vowel sounds. This is the bossy R. We call it bossy R in second grade. We talk a little bit bossy W and bossy L, but this is one we are really working on. So if you have a word like war, it's not where, it's not where, it's controlled. We use that, we circle that. That's a sound. R, war. Or if we have, that's with the bossy R. Let's look at raw. With that W following the vowel, the R following the vowel, or the L following the vowel, it changes it, distorts it. We have talked about that in reading class when they're trying to decode a word that they're not familiar with. We start by trying a long A, doesn't work. We try a short A, we look at the rules around it. Are they working? Two vowels go walking. The first one does the talking, the second one is silent. We see a one-syllable word with a silent E at the end, we know it's going to say its name. Or if we see a word like battle, we see that we have a short vowel because it's followed by a double consonant. It's almost always short. We've talked about those. So I don't want to overload you with rules right now. And I know that that would happen to even the parents. But I want you to just go through a passage and have your child make a list of the words they see. So I'm going to share my screen for a minute. Seems like every time I try this, I'm sorry, it gets to where it only shares one thing and not both things I want to share. So let me see. Rats. Ta-da, did it. Okay. This is an excerpt out of The Cricket in Times Square. It's just a page. And if you go through and find words in it, I'm going to highlight it with an A. Just talk about it. Look at that one. How do you pronounce it? Is it short? Had? Okay. That's a one syllable word. Everything about this would make you guess that it would be short, and it is. This one, though, watching or watch, has the schwa sound. Ah. This one does too, but it's got the schwa sound, but it sounds like a short U, which is the most common schwa sound in English. What? Wah, ah. This really has that rule that we've talked about, the wah sound. We're actually going to circle that this year. We have this word, said. It's a sight word. It's breaking rules. Look at the two vowels go walking. The first one does the talking. So you would think it'd be said in the silent I. You just need to talk about it. You don't have to be able to repeat anything I'm saying right now. I just want them to look at it and y'all just talk about it. Here's a word, eaves. There's two reasons it should be long E, which it turns out to be a long E. We have two vowels go walking. The first one does talking. The second one says his name. And then we also have a silent E at the end. There's every reason this should be eaves, and so it is. Here's human. And that has the schwa sound in the second syllable because the first one is accented, stressed, human. It sounds like a short U, human. And then here's was again, and we also have what, and these two, the was we're going to talk about in phonics as the wa sound. But here's what, and we have, it sounds like a short U. It's a schwa. So there's a lot of schwa. Here's way, and in phonics we have learned that A and pray makes a special sound, AY, when it's together at the end of a word, or sometimes in the middle of the word makes that sound. This is station. And in this one, it's an open vowel syllable, which means the vowel is right at the end of where you would divide that word. Station, those two syllables. It's usually a long vowel. If it ends with a vowel when the syllables break, it usually is station. If it had two T's right there instead of one, it would be station, and you would divide between the T's. These are too many rules, and you don't need to worry about them, but look at them. Just let your child make a list. There's really too many for them to sit there and list this whole thing, but that makes it interesting that you can find so many different pronunciations of vowel A. A lot of them they can justify, they can explain why it works. But here we have wake, and that follows the rule, but we have schwa at the beginning. I'm going to stop before you think, oh, look, here's the bossy R right here. I wonder if I can see the bossy W or the bossy L. Anyway, here's another bossy R. I'm going to see if they'll let me stop and share my screen to a different page. Here we go. Here are some words I pulled off of that. You couldn't see it because it wouldn't let me show two screens at once. But I think you can see this now, and I copied these, and you can find as many as you can, and that is your language assignment this weekend. So hope that wasn't too confusing. Have fun with it. Just explore. That's all I want you to get out of it for your child and for you to have a discussion. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to have the explanation for everything. Just let them look at them. Y'all talking about, wonder about, look patterns. Just explore. Okay, thanks. Bye.